Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. It's for the next 10 days is what I meant to say as well, or whenever you click into the video. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, as well as the near future. And then we'll clear that and get into your person's energy and your energy. So I want to say a huge thank you, and I will continue to do so even if it takes up a little bit of time. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you're returning and if you're new, I hope you'll stay. Welcome. I do personal readings, and that information's in the description box below. All right, so let's get into your energy. This is for Gemini. So in the recent past, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. I like that. And then in the current energy, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and then the Eight of Wands. Now, in the near future, we have the Tower in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So the overall energy for the next 10 days, or whenever you click into this and maybe a little bit beyond, is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So right now, could just be feeling a little bit like you need to have more independence. It isn't about not being stable necessarily, but you may feel like you just want things to be a little more your own. So if people have been invading your space lately, you could feel like you need to step back and say, look, like I need more privacy. For some of you is what I sense really strongly. And then others of you, it could be you just need people to get off your back and let you find yourself. And it doesn't matter what age you are, by the way. I said this in another video today. I started over at 50. I just turned 50, and my whole life is completely different than it was. We all go through different cycles. So no matter what age you are, if you've got people kind of razzing you and riding you, I'm giving you a permission slip. I'm giving you the permission slip to tell them to go kick rocks. Really what I want to say is F off. But you'll figure it out on your own is what I want to say. So if you're hard on yourself, give yourself a break. And if other people have been hard on you, give yourself a break from having paid attention to whatever they were saying or allowing them to infiltrate your energy. Now, in the recent past, the Seven of Swords in reverse is telling me that you are, I think you're having patience because you realize with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Wands that things are going to get better. And that's your energy. You know so. It doesn't mean that other people necessarily think it. And the Seven of Swords in reverse just says to me that having the patience to release those kinds of toxic energies, could they have been maybe some self-doubt? It could have been that. It could also just be that you've had a lot of people who screwed you over. And in this case, the patience that you had for things to shift and change is finally starting to pay off. And you can see that now. So even though you haven't gotten to the place that you ultimately maybe want to, or where other people think you should be, you know that you're leaps and bounds ahead of where you may have been, or if you'd been in a dark place, you're coming out of that. It's just feeling like you're overcoming a lot and giving yourself a pat on the back. I don't think this is about necessarily needing other people's approval. It's just knowing that you fought really hard to work on seeing something become successful. It could be a business. It could be a job. People may have said, hey, if this business isn't going to work out, you should give up. And you're like, no, I'm not going to give up. Even if it's creating a little bit of financial difficulty and I'm not quite as secure as I'd like to be, it's mine. And I'm going to do it my way. And I do think that there will be victory at the end of that. Now, if this is about a relationship, you could have been patient for somebody to get past some difficult times of their own. Maybe there was some dishonesty in that relationship, but it looks like because of your patience that it paid off. So we'll get some clarifiers and see. Now, in the current energy, we have the Four of Cups in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands. Yes, this is about a lot of quick movement and communication, but there is somebody that's a little bit emotionally immature. Could that be what you were dealing with in the past? Somebody who had some other things that they needed to get over? Yes, they didn't see what was right in front of their face and what you were offering. And I think a part of you was very clear to this person, like either shit or get off the pot, because this is what I'm offering and I need to move. Like I need to keep going. I need my life to go in a certain direction, and I can't slow down for this. If you can't see what's right in front of your face, then I'm going to let you know right now that this energy is moving away from this right here. If this is them not being able to see it and they're too immature to pay attention to it, and it doesn't matter, again, how old they are, to what is right there with them, then it's time to communicate exactly how you feel about that. Maybe they're going to let you know that they know that's how they acted. And that could be where you finally got over some kind of a hump, or you feel like you've made it past that certain speed bump, if you will. All right, we'll get some clarifiers in just a second. So in the near future, we have the Tower in reverse with the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Now, see, to me, this is great because this is looking at it from a different perspective. There does seem to be a major change. So if this person finally got themselves together and they realized, hey, listen, this is more valuable to me than I may have expressed to you, then right now they're coming towards you and saying, please see what I have to offer. I really have made a difference. I want you to see this from a different point of view, and maybe that will help you or help us move into a much more relaxed and honest and clear place. The swords are definitely all about mental energy. Whoever this is definitely wanting to offer some kind of stability. And with the Tower in reverse, I'm going to say that the changes have already happened. Now, could it be that they hadn't made the changes and that they come back? You could be saying, yeah, this person's never going to change. Well, if that's how you feel about it, you could read the energy that way as well. And if you don't think they're going to make any significant changes, then it's about you using this energy to move forward and finding your own stability by yourself and moving into a much calmer place. So it could go either way. I don't usually like to do that, but in this case, I'm going to say it's going to be different for part of you. And then the other part of you, it's going to be, yes, that you're working through things and they do get much better. All right. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. So 7-7 could be significant for you. You could be dealing with a Cancer. That's actually my birthday. And then you have a lot of fire energy. So Leo, Sag, Aries, as well as Scorpio. Those are the significant energies I feel. All right. So then we have the Lover's card. Yes, this was being patient while somebody, went through a process. Maybe they told stupid lies. And you're like, why? I don't understand. Just be honest. And then we had the Sun in reverse. So where you weren't sure if this was actually going to end up making you happy. The Temperance in reverse is telling me that at some point you may have lost your patience because you waited. You waited to see if it was going to go somewhere. And I do feel like there is a deep connection here, but there was a question of whether it could make you happy. And the Six of Wands is telling me, yes, on the other side of that question is definitely a victory. So, waiting and watching to see where things go is always good. And I feel like that's what you did in the past. All right, so the Four of Cups with the Page of Cups, please. This is for Gemini. All right, so we have the look at that, 10 of Pentacles, perfect. And then the Moon card. So there may be a little bit of fear about trusting this person because there were some difficult times before. So you may not feel like you can trust your judgment necessarily with them, or you don't trust their judgment, right? That can be one or the other. In this case, I'd say something good is definitely going to come out of the situation. So if you're dealing with, something that has to do with work and you're having the patience, this to me is that payoff card. So your stick-withedness, which I know is not really a word, but it feels like one, is going to pay off. So don't give up, because the current energy right now, you could be seeing that a little bit is coming in. Like the universe is giving you just enough or a little bit more than what you had even hoped for. The progress that you had hoped for, it may be more than that. So it feels like it's going to be overflowing soon, and you'll have the resources that you need to keep this up, even if other people couldn't see it. So don't give up on that. Now, again, there could be a few fears around this working out, but I'm giving you that info right now. I do see that it's going to be okay. Yes, it could be different. There's so many of you, but right now I'd say take it for what this says and trust. Try not to spend too much time in fear, because that can slow you down, but things are going to move really quickly. So I think you're going to see the changes. You're not going to have time to sit around and worry about what could or couldn't happen. You could be dealing with a Pisces as well, or a Leo. And I have Gemini, another Gemini. All right, so let's look at the Tower with the Page of Pentacles. All right. This is for Gemini. We have the Five of Swords. So this is a get out of my way, I'm coming through type of energy. And then very passionate. I don't think the Devil is coming through as being toxic. Now, the Three of Swords is down here. So was there somebody who might have put you in a bad situation or broken your heart? Absolutely. This is the near future. You may decide, after having put in the effort, if there was any secrets or something came out in the current energy, you may decide that this person hasn't made enough changes and you're like, nah, too much drama, too toxic. I need to move into a calmer place. I'm going to take this new beginning and move beyond it. So I'm going to say that's the stronger energy than the other one because of these two cards that came out. If this is somebody that you feel has made some changes, they could be very passionate and they could fight for the connection. So yes, you can see it both ways. The Devil card does not have to be toxic energy. It could be, you could be the scapegoat for a partner or a parent or something of that sort, and you got tired of having to defend yourself. This is also like I'm standing my ground in a sense. Like, get near me and I'll cut it, bitch. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody by saying something like that, but that's how I feel about that card, and I really love its energy. So you are moving into a much calmer place. You're going to be moving away from the toxicity, and this is that brand new start. So with the work situation, you're going to have a new perspective on that. Things are going to get much calmer. I like the outcome. More money's coming. This, if you're closing out a cycle with somebody because of a third party, an immature person who spends more time, I'm not going to tell you what I just heard, doing that than focusing on relationships, that's their problem, and you've got the clarity that you need to move beyond it. So it could have created some kind of, you could be a little vulnerable, but I see on the other side of it, stability. So this is how this person views you, even if they have some really negative energy. They just don't do well with not having control of things, and if they're controlling, that's negative, right? That's a toxic behavior. Plus, if they were somebody, it could have just been a heartbreak. It doesn't have to necessarily be a third-party situation. All right, so let's get into your energy and your person's energy. I'm going to clear the cards. Give me 1 second. All right, this is for Gemini. Their person's energy and their energy. Please. I keep taking my eyes back to the Six of Wands. So something feels victorious, no doubt. Like there is something to celebrate. All right, your person's energy, all up in their head. The Star card in reverse with the 10 of, ooh, this is not a happy person. All right, and then we have your energy. We have the Star card, the 10 of Cups in reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles. They're trying to find their stability. They're trying to get on the other side of this unhappiness, or they feel like things have fallen apart is what it is, and they want to find a stable ground within the relationship. But right now, they're in their head. I think they have to heal from their own stuff. 4 of Cups is you. Ace of Swords. You have clarity about this. The Ace of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, the overall energy for you guys is the Knight of Wands. So there could be a lot of passion between the two of you. I know this person's losing sleep over it. They haven't healed though. So you could be their wish fulfillment, and they feel like at a loss because this has not happened. They're definitely not in a great place. They'd like to find stability back in the relationship. The 9 of Pentacles, to them, you represent that stability. And that's what they like about you. So they're really in a tizzy, if you will, right now. So your energy is the 4 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. So he's looking at it, but it's really like, is that all you have? And I feel like that's how you feel with this person. Maybe they just have not brought their A game. So I think you're ready for something new. This is the card with the crown above it that tells me this is about finding that true partner. And if this person isn't going to show up for whatever reason, if they have their own shit to heal, then I think you're going to make a decision to just kind of cut things out and move forward. The Ace of Cups, not wanting to move forward in love. So I'm not sure if you just are afraid to open up to this person because they've got their own stuff that they need to handle. But I sense that you're really going to take a step back and be cautious with them. All right, so let's look at the Romance Angels. This is for Gemini. Sorry, like my cards organized. This is for Gemini. All right, so we have children, make the effort, release your ex, and true love. And then wedding. This situation involves marriage. So could this person have been in a marriage with children? Absolutely. And they could need to release their ex in order for this relationship to work out. That could be you as well. You may need to get out of a relationship in order for this, but I'm not going to flip it because it feels like it's your person who has their own stuff they've got to deal with. And this is telling me that they haven't released it. Like I said, they've got to heal from something in the past, and it may have been a marriage. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I would never suggest somebody wait around for someone who's getting over a marriage, ever. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. It could feel that way, and if you have the patience to work through it with the person, I'd say, okay, but I'm telling you they have healing to do before they're going to be fully able to commit to it. All right, so let's get a possible outcome for you. It may feel like that it's worth it because maybe you see that there's benefits. No, I shouldn't say benefits. There's something that feels like it could work out if you work on it. But what I'm sensing right now is to be cautious. Yeah, because look, this is what ended up showing up. So the opposite of that for the outcome. Yes, they need to heal. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then the Nine of Cups, and then the Emperor. The Knight of Pentacles, your energy wanting to take it slow, and then the King of Swords in reverse. So the outcome is, it can be, yes, something that would be very happy. It could be a marriage, and there could be, again, children involved. It's a wish fulfillment. A lot of strength, a lot of power. This could mean wanting to get married, but taking things slow and making sure that both people have clarity in the situation before moving forward. So some things need to be cleaned up, but there is a possibility this could be very successful. All right. Let's look at the romance, not the Romance Angels, the Lovers Oracle. All right. I'm going to give these a really good shuffle because I haven't in a bit. I want to mix them up for you guys. Okay. So the first card out is a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Aw. And then we have, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. I agree with that 1,000. And then new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Love that. All right, so last messages we're going to get are from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is Spirit Messages. Let's see what else they have to say for Gemini. So we have Treasure Island. I do feel like you've got something really big coming towards you. I think it's going to be a little bit more than you expected. The Fates, yep, that's what I think it is. Orphaned, the change in the wind, and then why. So you could be asking why this had to go the direction that it did, or why it had to happen the way that it did is what I feel. It's about 4. So it's about, we all experience those relationships that we ask, like, why? Really? No, seriously, why did we have to experience that? And it sucks, especially if you're not at that place where you can understand that you had to experience certain types of relationships in order to get to where you are and to finding the right one. Treasure Island, there's something definitely ending and you're moving into a great period. So I want to say congrats and pat on the back if you've stuck with it, whether it be a job or a business, whatever it is, it's going to start paying off and it's going to make a big difference in things. Could help balance things out in general and help you find your independence. It could also help within the relationship if there was a need for those extra finances and things to start stabilizing. The Fates, I definitely think this is fated. I think this is a wish come true for you. Whatever it is that you've been working really hard towards, I just sense a lot of passion that you've been putting into it. And it's not going to end, by the way. That's infinity, reduces to an 8. Now, orphaned. These are the issues that I feel like this other person has to deal with. They could have felt abandoned by their last relationship or even in childhood, or you could have. And once we come to a place where we recognize that that's important to heal, and so we don't continue to attract relationships that like mirror that to us, that could be the change that's happening for you, is that you're not feeling that way anymore, that you realize you're okay within your own skin and you don't have to worry about whether you're going to be left, because you're never alone. Even if we can't feel them or see them, we feel their energy, but you know, this could be from just biological parents, human parents. A change in the wind, this could be a move for some of you. So as business starts to get a little bit better, I feel like our money starts to shift and change. I do sense that some of you may need to change residence. It's not for everybody. But whatever you do, it reduces to a 3. Definitely look for a place that feels really, really good spiritually or energetically. Not everybody always thinks about that when they walk into a home. Some do. A lot of spiritual people definitely do, but it's just an emphasis on that because you want to make sure there's balance within there. Okay, my loves, I hope that this helped in some way. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. The information for the personal readings is in the description box below. I hope you have a beautiful 10 days, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.